I'm live, I believe. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Ridley's video blog, also known as Akarico, also known as number 74. Now, please excuse me. I'm still learning this, and I'm trying to figure out why my chat box isn't working properly. But anyways, so let me just try to do this properly real quick. So we're going to be doing Stardew Valley today. So, hold on. I need to find out why my chat box is not allowing me to do what I want. Apparently it's, let's see. Apparently it's not going to let me move this down or up or whatever. Can I actually downsize it? There we go. Chat box. Here we go. I'm not, okay. So, please excuse me on this. Oh, yes, hold on. So, now let me see if this works, okay? So, there we go. Welcome, everyone, to Stardew Valley. So, anyways, I am your host, 74. Now, we're going to make this short and sweet because we are literally playing Stardew Valley. Okay, so, you're not going to get much commentary. Here's the first one we're going to do is the smoker farm is basically year one, spring one. Don't ask any questions. 74 is my name. Actually, my actual name's Rita, but we're going to go through each and every one. Smoker farm is basically one day in the smoker farm due to the fact that, well, it is what it is. Yes. So let's just go over here and hold on a sec. Uh, I guess we're having a few problems, maybe. Yes. Okay, here we go. So, I'm just watching this. Okay, so, as you can see, I put in, this is the, okay, so this is your standard farm. So let's just start with this. Well, we're gonna do one day in the standard farm. This is the standard farmhouse. Now, before you ask everyone, the phone is what I needed to make money. Every time I call someone, and I'll explain this. This is how I get my money, so I'm not literally cheating. I've played this for years, so technically, I figured a little extra help making it move faster is good because I've spent hundreds upon hundreds of hours on the Steam version and probably 600 on the Switch version. So, of course, the reason I only have the thing is, and as and you'll see, I've cleared out most of the land. The only thing I did not do is the um, uh, stumps and the thing. I haven't got my tool upgraded yet. So there you have that. But as you can see, I'm literally trying to make sure everything matches perfectly. So let's continue. So once I get these done, sorry about watering, but this is how we're doing things today. Oh, which reminds me, where's my live chat? Apparently, give me 1 second, would you peeps? No, actually, can we actually move this over here? No, we can't. So apparently we cannot. Okay. So apparently we're gonna a little lag. Okay. Anyways, it looks like I'm just gonna have to wing this today. So, basically it goes like this. So the yeah, we're getting a little lag. My computer does handle this pretty well with OBS, but a lot of you out there has been saying, what farm do you choose? Well, the standard farm has nearly 3,500 tillable tiles. Okay, this is where you want, if you want uh, the ultimate spiel about money making. Now, what are you gonna do with 100 million gold? Literally, I mean, you run out of stuff, then what? You're just gonna go spend another 100 million on something? I mean, thing is as money is once you get things situated, it's a lot different. Now, as you can see, I've gotten plants. I've been trying to make sure we get our crop bundle crops done. So for the community route. Now you can go the JoJo route too, just speed run it through by just doing the 74 and spam calling and getting it done quickly. Then you don't have to worry about money. You can probably clear it in the first month if you just keep calling and making that 140. Now here's the cave. I've learned that as long as you have the cave, then basically the $10,000 dehydrator is you done basically by finances. So basically, what it means is if you have um, finances, let's just go over here for a second. I need to build a quick chest there. So basically, it's based on how much money you make before Demetrius comes to you and says, "Oh, wow, look at what you're doing. You know, here I can turn it into a fruit cave or a bat cave." Well, fruit cave's easier, or the mushroom cave's easier only because of certain issues. Now, in my playthroughs, when I show you this, so here's Grandpa's thing. Here's the letter Grandpa says, "I will be back on the third year." So, yeah, see, third year of dawn. Okay, so basically, as you can see, this has all been cleared basically for you all. Hey, Pooch, how goes it today? Yeah, Moppy, named after my real life doggy. So, as you can see, I've just got to upgrade the tools to remove the stumps and so forth and so on, but their land is all here. So, what do you get for this type of price? Well, you get a full day of whatnot. I mean, this is the entire thing. And yes, she's upgrading the house to me, so don't worry about that. So, we're gonna go to sleep because I want to speed this up. There's 7 other farms to go through, so usually I wouldn't sleep this early, but uh, we haven't even made the phone call yet. I will. Oh, okay. So it's raining, so we'll do the phone call later. So let's just do this. Exit to title. Okay, so the next one on the list is I believe it is the miners. This is called the Hilltop Farm. I got my book next to me. So that's what I call a miner's farm. Okay, as you can see, I've cleared everything I can in this. Yeah, see? There's the phone, by the way. There's my money, of course. So what are you guys getting out of it? Well, $500 green home, extra lighting, round up. See, the new light. Can't believe what growing up in time flies. See, if you're a boy player, you don't get $500 from dad. You get cookies instead, by the way. So now, a lot of you say to me, if you're going to do something like this, right? It's inconvenience. That's where you want to think about either um, putting in a well, which you can do for 1,000 gold and 75 stone, or you can just do like most people do, walk around. Oh, and by the way, this one is the accidental cat, by the way. So, the cat's name is Doobie, I believe it is. So, get a little shout out to Doobie. I grabbed the cat by mistake when I was trying to get this prepared. But let's just get down to it, shall we? So, as you can see, it's a finance thing because if you don't have enough money, you're not going to trigger this. It's already September 7th. So I've learned that when it comes to it. Now, you got the river running through it. And mostly, if you fish in this area, you get trash. That's right. So, um, and then over here, you can't chop these trees down. There's a cliff. So I went ahead and cleared everything I could to show you guys. And the special on this one, remember, the standard farm doesn't have any quote unquote uh, things, but here it is. So every 4 days, this will spawn 7 to 13 ores. So if you just basically sit on your butt and do nothing, you can eventually accumulate and acquire everything. Now, as you can see, I got a stump blocking that, and then a stone blocking that. But everything else is completely and thoroughly clear. Now, before we continue, I will basically pause this momentarily. I need to check on the live chat in my own computer. I wish I could use Chloe's, but I will be in the other room. So give me a second. Okay, so this one is one of those with less buildable tiles. You can see this is the area here that you can plant some crops around. The green areas around here are the areas you cannot build on. Yeah. So basically, you can also turn the miner's quarry. You can actually build all around here if you wish. It has a lot of stuff. If you want to make direct crops, you can. But you gotta also remember, you gotta sometimes also plan to build other issues as well. So, well, we just stayed here a second. Let me see. The next one is the forest farm. Okay. Forest farm is codenamed Stump Farm for a reason. All right, here we go. So, as you see, we didn't make any money because, well, this is just a quick run through. So, okay, the next one is Stump Farm, also known as the Forest Farm. Now, as you can see, I've cleared all of this. Okay, Stump Farm is the next one. Give me 1 second here. I just want to check on the next one. The next one afterwards. Okay, so the next one is one of my favorite farms. Okay, so just to get it done. So let's water the crops and I'll show you. Oh, Mr. Rasmodius finally said, okay, so that reminds me. Yep. So while we're at it today, we will personally be actually building 2 or more um, um, what do you call it? Scarecrows. Because, well, that's all we're going to be doing here, talking about this farm. Now, this farm doesn't have much going for it. Again, you can go fish for wood skip if you wish. This wood skip is in one of the pond, but that's about it. I, for one, personally think a little differently. Okay, so your little watering can here. Okay, so let's just do this. Oh, apologize, your local farmer. If you want an upgrade, we will. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take uh, this, and we're going to build 2 there. All right, so, and I apologize. I'm actually trying to speed this up. All right, so here's where your buildable areas have to be. You got these shrubs. I wish they would literally make sure these shrubs were removed, but it's highly unlikely. So, all right, you have all the beautiful overage around here, like the forest. Unfortunately, it feels kind of weird having all this stuff around it, like a giant tree. Now, this here, you're thinking cool, right? Again, it's a financial thing, I think, because it could take you days or it could take you months or in-game days or in-game months. Now, the only thing going for this particular special stumps is these 4 stumps here are literally refillable. So every day you crack the thing, and yeah, that's the whole thing. I'll be up through it. And then you go down here And here's all your area you can actually build. There's some more stumps. This is good for hardwood. Um, Now, I do not know how these just randomly spawn. I've seen many spawn on the farm. So, all right. So then these four here down here, again, these are renewable stumps, which means these stumps will literally renew every dang day. Oh, and I missed some plant fiber. So let's just crack the scythe real quick. There we go. Just gotta make sure this area looks good until I'm ready. So a lot of you have been wondering, probably what am I gonna do with this? Well, I'm gonna play with it off and on. In between my main farms, I will be doing this. Now, one of the things I did the cheat for on the name was because I played this for so long. Is I've never played this farm alone, but I'm willing to work on it slowly, like one day one farm, another day another farm, etc., etc. So um, that is something we are going to talk about. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to save here. Oh, and this one doesn't have the telephone, so apparently we need to go buy a phone. So we will be buying the phone in Stump One because, well, that's something I do keep. All right, so unless the name is that. All right, so okay. Next one is the Riverland Farm. The Riverland Farm is Fish Smoker Farm. Now I'm going to go with my main Riverland Farm just to show you exactly why. And this one may take a little longer, but this is because it's nearly fully decked out. So you get to see what I've been working on. Okay, so now hold on a sec. Now after the Riverland farm, we have the Four Corners farm. So Four Corners is after this one. This one's the big one. This is one of my favorite farms in general. Oh, someone gave me a. Is it someone's birthday? So as you can see, 13 million gold's not bad. Today's birthday is no one. So the gold bar is just a random thing. I like gold bars. All right, so as you can see, it's winter time here, so your special friend is uh Vincent. Oh, okay, cool. So I'll have to look up the book on Vincent. All right, so as you can see, the reason here's my farm. First of all, I got the rainbow trout pond, a stingray pond, which gave me a battery today, and a blue discus pond, which gave me a banana, which really does come in handy if you think about it. Now, you're wondering what are we doing? Well, I am going to show you around my farm while we show you what's good and what's not good. Give me a second. Here we go. So, now apparently I need to go to my fridge for a second, so bear with me. This one's the big one out of them all because, well, this is my as some would say, pride and joy farm. So please bear with me. The rest are smaller, but we all got to make one section or big. So it's already 7. So I may go to bed early tonight after I do my chores. But anyways, let's just do this part first. So as you can see, I got seaweed, which means we're going to go drop it over in here. And then you're thinking to myself, or you're thinking, okay, so what gives? Well, I'll show you in a second. You see? All right, so each um there, so that's it. I got 32 river jellies, sea jellies 36, and then 50 cave jellies. Now I built these ponds specifically. There's a midnight carp that will give the river jellies. This one will give the sea jellies, and this one here will give the cave jellies, and this one gives different things. Now, each one of these is different. Now, dehydrator room, like it sounds, 79 dehydrators. Once a week, I'll put in uh, uh, ancient fruit, and I will end up with literally a stack of ancient fruit. Now, some of you say, well, this only gives you 1,578 tiles. Yes, but thing is, if you know what you're doing, you can utilize this 1,500. That's the thing. Some say the Riverlands farm here is literally different. Now, while we're on this map, we're gonna you guys are going to see me basically doing one of my favorite things in the entire game, which is why I play this a lot. A lot of people think I'm insane for it, but I love the fish smokers. There we go. This room's going to be filled with fish smokers. Now, now let's just pick this stuff up and continue. So in here, as you know, is the mushroom cave. So the mushroom cave is available. What I do is I take all the mushrooms, as you know, because we're limited on space, and we literally just turn around and we do other things. Now, all right, so we just go here and here. Now, all right, so as you can see, I have a nice little thing of stuff. All right, so the banana, that will go in somewhere else than this, the battery pack. Now, if you go down here, you can see I have this entire island pretty much empty. Then you have the dock you can fish on. Now, this is basically a fisher's paradise. Now, as you can see, it's Thursday, so this is the keg room. So I fit 97 kegs in there. This is what they call the tool shed. Now, the tool shed's a little different because, well, you'll see. Now, in here, I have all my canning jar or preserve jars. I call them canning jars. Preserve jars here. So, like right here, I got 6 rows that came available. And by the way, before you ask, the animal crackers do come in handy for the fish to double their capacity, and I find it to be a blessing. So as you can see, let's see, we have everything. Yes, we do. So there we go. So then, if you noticed, I have the little mini shipping bin here just for easy access to my stuff. There's 4,000 right there. See, made some money. Now I got 2 bananas, by the way. Now if you go here, it says dinosaur coop. Dinosaur Coop doesn't have a dinosaur, but it does have a cave, and I'm using it as storage real quick for excess overflow. I came up with that. And this is the rabbit hutch. Again, this has got my excess for when I need to do the mission with Robin for the wood. I can double grind things. This here is another coop. This is the duck coop. I haven't bought a duck yet. This is the chicken coop. Now it's winter, so you guys know what that means. Thomas, Cuba, the Higgins. See the Higgins. Hey Higgins. See you're a chicken. Yes. Snaku. I like that name. Snaku. Chloe and Daryl. And now we're gonna go into this thing here. The auto picker upper does good. And as you can see, we have so there we have it. Then the phone, as you know, every phone helps. And this here is different. So oh, yes, that reminds me. And that says cow barn, which means I gotta go now and find. Oh, and here is my midnight squid ink, which gives me 2. Usual octopuses or squids give you 1. I think squid octopuses give geonodes, and then we have to turn and do a full circle. So we're just looking for a few minor items. Yes, we'll just throw that in there this time too. All right, so and while we're at it, we just got to go through a chest. I believe the chest we're looking for is here. Yep, the milk pail. Now, oh, and we'll take this. And then we'll go in here real quick and drop this off. So, all right. So, because of the utilized space, I've utilized this to make some good money. I have everything I need fit here so far. So, as you can see, now we're just going to go milk the cow real quick and then put things away. And then mosey along. Now, as you can see, this was the cow shed. Now, you guys are thinking this is great. We got a cow shed. All right, so it says Chloe too. All right, so we got cheese, which we'll put in the refrigerator. Now, down here is interesting because I just put in this. See, pig barn. Now the pig barn's being upgraded, as you can see. Robin's sitting there on a plank working away. Now you're thinking, cool. You got a cow barn and a pig barn. What else? Well, the goat barn is right here, fully decked out. So That means I've just fit everything I need for animal preparation, and I'm only in year 5, but that's not all. This one here is the sheep barn. Now, I don't have any animals here yet, but I've labeled them all because this is what you guys are curious about when it comes to um, the utilization of the entire thing. Now, I gotta put the bucket back and stuff, but right now, so we go here, there. So the bucket goes back. We'll finish up here and we'll go to sleep, and we will move on to the 4 corners afterwards. I'm sorry if this is a little longer, but I'm showing you the scale of what I've done. I got 4 sheds um, completely, which really works. And so I only processed anything that doesn't have a star. Now I do have 104 kegs. I found out it was actually 104 casks in the basement, so I'm only aging 103. The one way in the far right corner is not moving, so we have to wait and then try again with 104. That's why I built a fourth that. Which reminds me, do we actually have any aged row up here? Or, yep, there. So I basically turned this into a small little preserve thing because I have all animal crackers on my fish ponds. So that makes me some extra money. So, but does it pay? No, it doesn't. Midnight Carp, 294. This is 512 for Blue Disc at 6. This is 561 for sea cucumber. So the reason you do the sea cucumber and other things is only for the lunch, the lucky lunch and stuff. So there we go. So next up is the final part, which is collecting the fish smokers, throwing them in the shipping bin next to the thing. This is my money right here because, well, I did the night market yesterday in real life. I played it yesterday, but I've also been working on all the time of clearing the land that's needed. So, um, here we go. And I'm sorry because this one's the bigger of them. The rest will go fast and smooth, and then you guys won't have any problems. This one has already done 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna finish up here. Here we go. My other money maker. Ancient fruit is something that I always utilize because it always grows. So basically, it always grows, and that's what I have on Ginger Island, is just ancient fruit. Now, unless they need something specific, I always grow ancient fruit. Now, in another farm layout like the standard farm, you wouldn't have to worry about your overages of crops or running out of space. But this one, you got it. I utilized it because I figured since the uh, missions usually like, oh, we want 100 this or 100 that, from Lewis, aka Louis. I just basically turn around and don't do those missions because it's like I've already completed it, got the mini shipping bin, so what's the point? Now, in a new playthrough, you could do that. I personally like those little prize tickets. Now, I wish Eric Barone would have made the machine ran out, and then he'd had to redo it. But I have a few experiments I'm doing with that too on the other playthroughs. So now, all right. So we're gonna drop this stuff into the outbox shipping bin. I think. And then sort and then go to sleep. And then in the morning, actually, I will leave and then I will show you the rest of the other farm. So I thank you for bearing with me. So, as you can see, all is well. So, 2 of these I goes over here. That's why I say sort. Now, as you can see, I have 357 here. When it gets to a certain level, that's when I turn around and I make into um, dehydrating. So at the end of the week, I will dehydrate 79 stacks of in the dehydrator of. No, I think Eric Barone should have looked into dehydrating coffee beans, but that's just my own opinion. All right, so we're gonna head to the snooze land because I've showed you everything on this map. Basically, I thank you wholeheartedly. I do like the pinstripe bed, so I'm hoping I can change that out. But as you can see, here's what I made for the day. My average takeout today was 93, so it's not bad. That's not bad at all for making a few bucks, okay? Now, as you can see, day 19, year 5, winter and winter. So, let's just finish doing this. Now, the next one is the Four Corners map, or as we call it, Four Winds. Four Winds Farm. Now, Four Winds Farm doesn't have much going for it either, or Four Corners. Here's the layout of the inside. Now, as you can see, I still got the telephones in most of them, except for the ones. Here we go. This lady. See here, look, I made enough money. See how he just says, hey, how are you doing? Prismatic shard, yes. I'll spare you the technical mumbo jumbo. Do you want the mushroom cave or this? Now, the way I'm doing this time is mushrooms always go good because you get a free $10,000 dehydrator. The fruit bats, well, you may complete the fruit bat things, but you can also plant the things. So while we're here, as I told you, so the dehydrator always comes, which means that's 10,000 you save. So as you can see, it's Monday the 8th. All right, so let's just get the mail. Come to old house, poke, bring coins, poke. Yeah, okay. Poke mouse, poke mouse, poke mouse is what I say. Here's what it looks like for the four corners. Okay, now up here is where you go to see Robin. You got the stumps; they're blocking the area here. The stumps I didn't remove because I wanted to show you what it looked like with just the stumps and the steel. And I missed one here. I was tired last night, I guess, on my work. So please bear with me. You know, it takes a lot of effort to go from one farm to 7 farms or 6 farms, clearing it all in like a couple days just to get this project set up for you guys and live. So, as you can see here, this little grandpa thing, his shrine's over there. I cleared that already. But you can see each one has a different quadrant. This one is just basically nothing, apparently. This has, apparently there's a renewable, apparently this area here is like the forest. It's got a renewable stump, but highly, yeah. And then the Riverland farm for some of you guys out there is this is like the part of the river. It's basically if you go and fish, be warned you're gonna fish more trash. Now, for me, of course, I'm going to be experimenting with the fishing because that's what I do. And then over here, is the other area which has the mini quarry. So this is four corners for actually this is for multiplayer. So as you can see, this changes, but since we're here, we might as well just. And this is a good way to get copper ore without leaving the comforts of your home. If you want to do it, this will spawn a few items per day. I personally think, you know, if you're going to do something like this, it's fine. This is, again, one of those ones that is the second largest or third largest the farm map because you can do so much with it. You can do a lot of crops, too. Now, as you can see, um, yeah, so there we go. So, anyways, with that said, this map here is literally just for multiplayer. It's the multiplayer map, and it has nearly 3,000 tillable spaces. And you can utilize it for that, or you can utilize it for multiplayer, or you can utilize it for each little quadrant has their own thing, which is great. You can have like one section farm, the other section barns, the third section coops, and the fourth section sheds, and be happy as heck because it's like the third most largest on the map. And to me, um, it is pretty dang good. Now the next one is on the list is the beach farm. Now the beach farm is interesting because well the beach farm is like got 2,700 tillable spaces, but we'll get to that in a second. So as you can see, I got the phone in there. So let's just finish this up. It's early in the morning, but yeah. So I made 2,000 there. See, and that is why I have the phone thing. So, anyways, all right. So now the five, there's two ones left. Now we have the next farm. Now, as you can see, I put in almost 9 hours. It took that long just to clear all of the map, basically, including the stumps. Oh, and as you can see, I had to work on some other things. So right now, as you can see, my pickaxe is upgraded. I think everything else is upgraded. But while you're here, you get to stay for a spell, and I'll show you. We're gonna. Here we go. So basically, we're gonna check over here. I think I got. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So we got that being done first. Um, and so that leaves me with gold to smelt. Now, I just no, we got a smoked herring. Those aren't pretty well worth the money. Now let me just show you. This is the first area here. As you can see, you can use salt water to water your crops or not. I of course have set this up specifically to uh, carry one of each. This is summer, so we're in summer year one. So we're trying to complete the community projects or the community packages. That's why I did what I did with one of each of everything. However, it's kind of funny. They community projects want melons, but they don't want hops for some reason. But oh well, can't complain, right? So a lot of people say you can just stack things on the beach. You can also plant um, fruit trees on the beach. I found that out. So as I'm here, I might as well just water the crops real quick and get it done. Make sure we don't run out of water. Another thing is I highly recommend for something this size to go ahead and invest in um, uh, a a well. All right, so most of the time I've done the fishing here to get, and I have to spend the time, the 9+ hours, was just for the fish smoker. I was working on the fish smoker. Now you can water your crops with salt water. It doesn't really matter what water they use. It's just water. It doesn't say anything like salt water killed your crops. So technically, there you have that part. So let's just finish up here. So as you can see, it took me 3 hours just to water these. This is why I basically did that. Now this one here, I'm gonna say there is a downside to this. You want to use most of the sand once you finish your community bundles that requires items to literally skip the rest. So, and that means this. Now here, I've cleared this whole area out for you guys with my tools. So here's what it is. You see this? This is the only area you can actually put sprinklers. So think about that. The only one that puts sprinklers, okay? Then finally, if you go down here, sometimes you'll see, oh yeah, there's a secret passage here that you can fish. See? And you can pull up a painting, the boat painting, by the way. So, um, but anyway, so basically here it is. See how much energy I have? Oh, let's just eat a salad real quick. Now this area here will spawn sometimes some forageables. So always look for it. The other thing is, if you look around here, okay, and you keep going down, there's a bridge, there's a dock, which is cool. But the thing is, if you look around on the ocean map here, you can fish, by the way. That's what I do. And as you can see, I already have the iridium rod, which is cool. Which means I can catch. There's both fish here. Things in the water. Now, a lot of you guys also saying, well, if you upgrade your house, will you get better, uh, what do you call it? Better crate drops. Well, the crates are, every time I look for a loot crate, I don't find one. Okay, now, as you can see, my house has already been upgraded. So, at least to level 1. So, but anyways, so basically what I'm doing currently is trying to set up other issues. There we go. See? So now this is basically the river the ocean the beach farm. I call it the ocean fishing farm. I think that's what the name is. I call it ocean fishing farm. So it's a pretty good map. I, for one, think it's better for fishing saltwater fish, if that's what you wish. That will just leave us with one literal map left. Now let's go up here. I want to see. There's that. I think the caves over here. There it is. I think, yes, here it is. So in most of my games, Demetrius already came and gave me a $10,000 dehydrator, which is something you can buy from from uh, Pierre. Unfortunately, to buy it from Pierre, the kicker is you have to have clay. Which, if you look here, I have clay. You have to have wood. Which, why don't I just show you what I'm talking about with the phone? Okay. For example, I was talking about earlier. Right? Let's just call Clint. All right. So here it goes. Oh yeah, happy for business, right? It says prismatic shard. Now we're calling Pierre because it requires wood, fire quartz, and clay um to make um what you're looking for. So dehydrated, see, wood, clay, and fire quartz, right? 10,000, and then it's easy to make. We have the wood, we have the clay, we don't have the fire quartz. So while we're doing this, so there's Marnie. Now, I do keep the phone on hand. Oh, Marnie's closed today. It's Tuesday, all right. And finally, you have Gussie, as I call it, good old Gussie. Vegetable medley. Okay, so now I just made 6,000 gold. I can just drop in the box here. See? All right. Now, final. Hold on a second. Yes? Okay, never mind, peeps. I guess uh, now, it's only 2. Yeah, I don't usually sleep this early in the game, but thing is I've done all my research and work, so um, yeah, earthquake during the night, cool. So as you can see there, we have that. So a little extra income's not bad. I haven't put in a barn or coop or anything, but that's because, well, it is what it is. Now, before we continue, I'm going to check on the chats from my computer because I'm having problems with the chats. Um, There we go. Give me 1 second, people. I want to check the chat. Then we get to the last and final farm. much appreciate your gentle waitness. This has actually been pretty good today. So as you can see, now the last one on the list is going to be Smoker Rita's farm. My name's Rita, by the way, but the reason I chose this is like instead of like Smoker Joe's or what is that? What is that thing called? I can't remember. It's like let me ask Chloe real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, Trader Joe's. That's right. Instead of Trader Joe's farm, it's Smoker Rita's farm for fish smokers. No, I base most of my farms on the fact that I can acquire the fish smoker as best as possible. Now, let's just click this. Good a little gift for laying around. Laying around, isn't that interesting? So, dear old dad. Now, as you can see, I will build a thing here. Oh, I forgot to close this. Okay. As you can see, we have bluegrass here. Now, this one's special because, unlike the other farms, this farm gives you a coop first. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, this is for people who want to raise cattle. That's right. So as you can see, this area here is all this green area. You can build on it. The stumps I got to remove. But anyways, each of these items here will give you X amount of money. So, did I actually get the phone in here? Yes, I did. Okay. Phone's very important. So, anyways, now you can see this is the last farm out of it all. Yeah. So, as you can see, we got this area here includes, this has the special bluegrass. Now, you can't get the bluegrass starter. Oh, hold on a sec. Thank you for waiting. The bluegrass is a special grass. Sorry about that. My ex-roommate's visiting. And, anyways, okay, so, as you can see, Bertha, you can change the names. I haven't changed it, but you get a coop and 2 chickens, which is $800 chickens, and then the coop's 4,000, I believe. Actually, we're gonna do it this way. Let's just wait a minute. I'll show you the perks. Now, if you go down here, as you can see again, I've removed all the stumps except for these trees here, which I forgot to remove them while we're here today. Let's just. I'm not trying to be lazy or anything. I'm just basically surprised I forgot a few things. As you can see, the the mushroom cave hasn't been set up yet, but when it does, it will. But right now, I just missed a couple trees, so I apologize wholeheartedly. But all this area here, once you remove your debris, you can actually build on all this brown stuff. The dirt here, this is where you actually can do it. The grass is where you want to build your coops. Now this one's got like the second or third most tillable tiles. It's pretty big. So it just depends on what you plan to do. So as you can see, I tried to save as much grass as possible on this one. Only trying to remove everything else. So, oh, here's some water. So again, another thing is for you people out there questioning, oh, look, there's plenty of water, Rita. Why don't we just go fishing? You'll probably fish up more trash than you do anything else. It just depends. There you go. And then over here, I was going to say you can't get to Grandpa's Shrine unless you literally upgrade your axe, which I'm going to have to do by going into the mine, which means going mining to make sure I get the upgraded tools. Now we're gonna make a phone call. Yes, I know we're gonna do the phone call trick again, but the main reason for this one is simple, and that is we are going to. I'm gonna do this first so I can get my daily cash intake and infusion, so I don't have to worry. Yes, so And then, um, now, as you know, a lot of people out there, the fish smoker, for a lot of people, it's kind of hard unless you can unlock the mine and then do other things. Now, Gus, of course, ain't in, so we're not going to get a bonus from him yet. It says right there, lobster daily spec carp surprise. Okay, so let's call Robin and then let's make uh, this. So as you see here, it's a check building price. So it costs right there 4,000 gold and 300 wood, 100 stone. Now, if you want to upgrade to the deluxe thing, and it says right there you want to pay 10,000, which you need 400 150. Why? It comes with an incubator, which means you can start incubating your eggs pretty good. Now, having this for this is good, but I'd rather pay the 10,000 and upgrade this to make it bigger. Now, that will unlock ducks. Now, you can also build yourself a other thing, but I would also look at possibly if I was running this map right now, I would literally go ahead and upgrade your axe to remove those stumps. All the stumps, remove them with copper, and then if the and then eventually I would upgrade the pickaxe to iron. But as you know, trying to get to iron is like trying to find a needle haystack due to the fact that um, that um, you have to go to floor 40 of the mine. So well, there you have it. So, and this is why I literally make. Okay, let's just do the Gus thing real quick. So, going for a smoke. I guess she's going for a smoke. Oh well. So, carp surprise. There we go. So, there you have it, people. This is literally. If you have any questions or concerns, like I said, don't worry about the number 74. That's what I want to be called, anyways. 74, aka Rita. But as you can see, my theory about finances is what makes you get the mushroom cave. Now, they always ask you for different jobs here, so let me just show you this for a second. Meet the wizard, feed the animals, build a style, advancement, craft a thing, archaeologist, and introduction. So I still got 7 people to meet. Yes. So, what does that tell you? This one is designed if you specifically just want to free range cows and get their heart levels up to help you with some of the bundles. Unfortunately, this doesn't have anything special except they give you a coop. Now, if I was looking at doing something, I would have put in a barn too, not just a chicken coop. But Eric Barone, I think he loves chickens more than cows. So, but anyways, oh yeah. So, uh, but at least this is the area for that. Now remember, all this green area in all maps can only be built on. So all this area here would be just for building, and then you just leave the grass here for that. Oh look, I missed another. Oh man, I must be really tired if I missed another tree. But anyways, there you have it, people. So, um, now, I like playing this. I like working on these. It just depends on my mood. Like I said, it also depends on your playstyle, which map you want to utilize the most. I utilize the Riverland farms because I do a lot of fishing. Most of these area here you can fish, but you're gonna probably pull up mostly trash. Now, I wish it was less trash and more fish, but then it should be able to give you like what you're looking at in the fishing department would be something different, like you can catch lake fish only if it's a giant pond or whatever. So yeah, so with that said, everyone, that's all I wanted to share with you today is that. And so there you have it. So what does that tell you? And yeah, so I'm making 8,000 in gems, which is fine, and 100 gold for this. Now, if you just want to basically sell chicken eggs the rest of your life for 100, that might take you till the cows come home. So, anyways, Um, thanks for watching, everyone. Um, uh, yeah, hold on. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day and everything else. Let me see. Can I actually activate the live chat, or is it? I don't know where the live chat went. Oh well. Oh, actually, I may be able to go to dock and go. Um, so somehow it's not showing where it's at. For some reason, it isn't. So let's try again. See, I'm trying to figure out where my live chat went. It just disappeared. Oh well. Anyways, I'm out. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, and by the way, for some of you out there, I will tell you, a lot of people have been wondering about 1.6 in Switch consoles that ain't out yet. That's why I have a Legion Go to play it on the run. So, with that said, thank you everyone again for your time. Please add subscribe if you wish. If you want more Stardew Valley content, or if you want to see the third edition of How to Choose a Farm, then what you need to do is literally figure out what you want to do with it. Now, a lot of people out there, like I said, wants to have a stack of hardwood, for example. That's where the where I call stump farm comes in. Unfortunately, it can also go to the, like I did every day. I got done watering my crops. I'd run down to once the Cinersap Forest Secret Forest is open, and I just go chop down all the hardwood, stockpile it, which means it's easier to do it that way and keep it going. And then when I got to Ginger Island, I cut down all the hardwoods too. So in the end, you get more hardwood. The hardwoods, it sometimes comes in hard because you got items that require hardwood, like your casks, your for your basement, your um, fish smokers require hardwood. I believe your some items require, like your fish bin. It's mostly the craftables that require hardwood. So, anyways, for example, let's just look at this. I have a book here, right there. I went off of the farms. As you all know, I like the Riverland farm the most. The Ocean farm's good too because of the size. I think I could utilize that too. But the other farms, I will give you my opinion when I get into it, more of it. And that means working like a few days at a time for the rest. Now, for some of you wondering about crafting, I'm going to show you, talk about crafting here. Here we go. This here is all about crafting. You see, it has everything. It's the Stardew Valley guidebook. Now, for crafting, for example, you can get a hardwood fence, and it lasts a lot longer than a wooden fence, okay? Second is, yeah. Secondly, for hardwood, you can have. I don't think they have a hardwood floor. No, they don't. None of these are hardwood floors apparently. So, oh yeah, here we go. So the stump brazier needs a hardwood. Yeah, and then the carved brazier requires hardwood. Yeah, so sorry, I'm not supposed to be tired. So, and for some of you out there, yeah, and then I apologize if I'm slow. The next one you need for hardwood would be your cheese press always requires hardwood. Your oil maker needs hardwood. Your mushroom log, fish smoker, and cask requires hardwood. Then if you reset over to this page, um, yeah. So, anyways, there you have it for crafting abilities. And then for hardwood, you need the warp totem farm and beach requires hardwood. The desert's hardwood. So all the totems require hardwood, including the rain totem. And then yeah, so when you guys sit there and say, well, that's a lot. Exactly. And then finally, the other thing that requires hardwood is the tent kit. No, I think that's because they can't use traditional wood for their poles. You have to have hardwood. And then it's disposable, so that's why you try to limit your tent usages as much as possible. So, Then you have oh, I like the monster musk, by the way. That's pretty good stuff there. All right, so and that's everything, peeps. So think about it. I gotta make Chloe for the book yet again, but think about it from that point of view. A lot of stuff requires hardwood, not included. That's not limited to Willie's boat that needs 200 hardwood. One guy said 500, but negative, it's 200. So, um, yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. Please take care. And I made this video a lot shorter for how to choose a farm. Instead of 3 hours, it's now 1 hour and 2 minutes. Thanks again for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. Keep the comments nice, always ask hand. Thank you so much, and God bless you in everything you do.